All right, so here we have trying to figure out this factorial problem. That's assignment 2 in our iteration badge. And what I want to do is I want to just show you in general how to deal with loops with numbers. I kind of showed you this in the first one. Let's just say we have some number and it starts at 0, and then we make some loop, while the number is less than 10, we want to make the number go up by 1. So it'd be something like that, right? So this is a way to count like the number of loops. So now imagine instead of instead of this 10, we want to ask the person how much should we do that. So we might say, hey, we want to count and we want that to be a number. How many to count 2? And then we could say, not number less than 10, but if the number is less than count. So let's just say we wanted to count to 10, and we start at 0. So the first time it would be 0, the second time it would be 1, the third time it would be 2, which means when we get up to the 10th time, the number will be 9, and then it will say, oh, the number is no longer, it'll say 9 is less than 10, but it goes up another one that says 10 is not less than 10, and it will exit. So this would work as far as counting goes. Print the number. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it, which you could do for just only using one thing, so let's just forget count, is what if we were to count backwards? So, if the count is greater than 0, then our number is going to go down, and not number, but count, because now we're only using one variable. So this way only needs one variable. It starts at, let's just say it starts at 5, and it goes down by 1 to 4, 3, 2, 1, and then when it gets down to is 0 greater than 0, it says no, and so it exits. So that's another way to count if you're trying to go through loops. You could do it either direction. We'll just call this a counter and just double check it. So we can say, 20, sure, why not? Now notice it starts at 19, but it goes to 0, and so that's still 20 numbers. And the reason it does that is because it goes down by 1 and then it prints it. If I did print it and then go down by 1, it would actually go 20 to 1. So the order you put these in does make small bits of differences, right? How many to count to 20? And it goes down. So just by changing the order, I get a slightly different result here because it prints it first and then subtracts, or do you want it to subtract first and then print? So there's some general ideas of what to do once you start to think about factorials. I'll come back with a little bit more specifics if you want in the next tip.